Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a couple of big targets who will be looking to get open in the middle of the field. It's Whitten's Cowboys going up against Gresham's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback, the former Missouri Tiger, Blaine Gabbert.
I remember scouting Blaine Gabbert in college and watching him play. It reminded me of a great decathlete. That type of athletic ability with a really nice arm.
They come up in an offset eye. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep, just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
His first carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
They go play action. Gabbert. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it.
No, it's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd and short. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Let's go! Bryant 38!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Black 22! Black 22!
Gabbard on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
One receiver right, that's Brown.
Black 22! Black 22!
2nd down, Gabbard. He's got time in the pocket. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Gabbard. It's caught. Nelson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Down! Who waiting?
1st down, Gabbard. Caught right side, Gresham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 25 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. As the Cowboys take the field, they're led out by the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, and that's Dak Prescott. And while that's a great award, he had a great season. For Cowboy fans, the season ended shy of where they wanted to, but still a lot for them to build on going forward.
And as time goes on, I think those Cowboy fans will reflect on the season. And when you look back at the game that they lost, when they lost to Green Bay in the playoffs, you realize Dak Prescott played really well in that game. So that's got to give them a lot of hope going forward. But I thought the best moment so far in the offseason outside of New England winning the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott winning the Rookie of the Year award and saying Ezekiel Elliott should have half of this award. We should cut it in half because we should share it. That's pretty cool.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Whitten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse, and we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
Here we go!
From the red zone now, Prescott out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Now, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
McFadden will be the lone setback. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that's caught by Beasley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. To the air again, Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got Rome. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Play action now. Gabbard. He's going to wind up and air it out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. On to stop that time, Frosty Rucker.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Prescott now on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9,
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's got time. All kinds of time. And that is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's now 4th and 3. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go to Johnson again. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Gabbert from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Gabbert now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Gabbert on first down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
This is Ellington. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back 22!
Second down, Gabbert going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. On third down, Gabbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense. Still first down.
And here we go on first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Back 22! Back 22!
So second and goal here from the 9. Here's Ellington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Again, they run with Ellington. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Partners, decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, what a move. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
A second down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On the counter, Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. What?
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be second and 13.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The give is to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Prescott finding time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And now back onto the field, here comes the Cowboys defense. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Now Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw is Gabbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. First down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. first and 10. Prescott. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Prescott on first down. He hits Beasley right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Another pistol look here. To the air again, Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Whitten, the intended target. And now it's third down. Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. And again, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Come on, let's go.
From the red zone now, Prescott looking for someone to throw to. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott yet again. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And the last time, remember, they forced a field goal try, and it was no good, so it was a big win for them.
A huge win for them, because anytime you have an empty possession or you force one, you feel great going off the field, and probably a little chatter towards the kicker like, hey, nice miss, my man. Let's see if that affects him the rest of the game.
One receiver right, that's Brown. A first down throw for Gabbert. And Gresham's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Gabbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense, but Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the Combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year. And you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Let's go!
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Try it, 38.
A first down throw for Prescott. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cardinals are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Cowboys have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's roll the highlights. 3rd down, inches to go. Elliott's going to duck out to the left, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Cardinals with the ball midway through the first. Nelson's wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll end up at the 40-yard line before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive, Johnson's got a running lane here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Cardinals tied up at 7. 1st and 10. Elliott's going to get loose thanks to great blocking. He'd make it count, running for 46 yards before being tackled. Cowboys still on the field. The pass will be completed into coverage, and after the short pass, he'll score. The Cowboys up by a touchdown. Cowboys take it at the 1. Elliott's looking for room to run. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped. Come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wide open receiver. Complete.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work. As well, because his quickness often wins the route.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play. Back at the 44.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
McFadden will be the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go now. Right 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye.
Right 18.
Here's Sanchez now on 2nd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. In the red zone this time.
Let's go now.
Sanchez from the red zone now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ready. Black 35. Black 35.
Sanchez on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Set. Right 20. Right 20.
To the air once more. Sanchez toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Second down, Gabbert. He's got time. Caught by Nelson left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an
One receiver right, that's Brown. Gabbert now on 2nd down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
tight end right. Watch tight end right. Hey, go down. Blue 80.
Gabbert on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Offense. The penalty is declined.
That's not good. Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go now. Right 20. Hey, right 20.
On 1st down, it's Sanchez. And that is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Let's go now. Black 35. Black 35.
Sanchez on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They come out here in the eye. Now McFadden. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw on second down is Sanchez. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Still remaining here on third down.
Here we go. Right 18.
They'll fake the give. Now Sanchez finding time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Holding offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One receiver right, that's Brown. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
A first down throw for Gabbert. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Gabbert now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
One receiver right, that's Brown. Second down, Gabbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
On some of these plays, you know what they're really a product of? Really good scouting. Big, tall receiver, play to his strengths, put the ball up there, and let him take it on a fade.
Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Gabbert. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They come out here in the eye. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Ellington. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. We have played 3 quarters. So we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
McFadden will be the lone setback. To throw on second down is Sanchez. And Beasley with it over the middle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Sanchez on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Sanchez now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, McFadden loses the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throwing on third down, Sanchez. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Down. Back 22. Back 22.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Gabbert now on second down. And Gresham has it left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A first down throw for Gabbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
I got two. Single. Down. Back 22.
A second down throw now for Gabbert. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And now a first down following that long gain. Gabbert on first down. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the red zone now, Gabbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3rd down and 4. To throw is Gabbert. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Right 18.
Sanchez on 1st down. Surveying the field. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Right 20.
Back to the air. Sanchez on 2nd down. Williams loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Gabbert now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Gabbard will try and throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, Sanchez. Caught left side, Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give to McFadden. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again on 1st with McFadden. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. On 2nd down, here's Sanchez. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez. He's got time in the pocket. Under pressure, and down goes Sanchez. Marcus Golden coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's a pickup of 21, and that'll be good for an Arizona 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, back 22.
Gabbert now to throw on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 53 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Right 18.
Sanchez on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Let's go now. Right 18. Right 18.
Now a 1st down throw, Sanchez. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Ready. White 20.
Here's Sanchez now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go. White 18.
On first down, it's Sanchez. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas first down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Let's go now. White 18.
On first down, here's Sanchez. He's got time. Time for a break. Pass incomplete. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down now after the incompletion.
Ready. White 18.
Back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Finding time. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Can't find anyone open. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Holding offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw. Surveying the field. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Alone to the right is Jones.
Here we go. White 20.
He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Sanchez on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely ends this thing.
And it looks like they are, to coin a phrase, on the defensive here, right? But in fact, the team on offense has to be really careful because they're going to attack like crazy. They've got to cover the football, make sure they don't turn it over, and still find a way to finish off this game despite the extra pressure that's going to come their way.
Do you pack it in for a run here on first down?
I think that you do. That's how you have to play it. But at the same time, you're telling your ball carrier, both arms over the football, body, everything else, because they will do everything possible to try and knock it free.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, green, they're down. Green, they're down.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Gabbert down to a knee, and that'll do it. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.